Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. I'm Stacy and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to this week in the world of quilting, embroidery, and other crafts. First off, I'd love to give you an update on my unfinished projects and works in progress as far as quilting goes. So a couple of weeks ago, I released a video of all my unfinished quilting projects, many that have languished for well over a decade. So I did make some progress this week. I did not complete any, but I made some binding. And boom. Binding made to finish off the placemats. So if you didn't see those before, there you go. And I had one that was all finished. So you can see the binding is the same as the backing, but it is a separate piece. And now that I have cut, sewn together the strips, and pressed, my binding is ready to go when I am. One more thing closer to being checked off the list. In a little over a week, I'm going to be teaching an in-person workshop in my area. I'm very excited about that for a local quilt guild. I haven't done any quilt teaching in quite a while, so I'm excited to get back in front of people to do that. So, of course, I've been working on the samples for that. The class that I'm teaching is on crazy cuts, and it's a pretty fun technique that I like to use, and you can use it for a variety of blocks. So I'm going to be demonstrating for them 3 different blocks that I'm going to crazy cut, and I have some samples. Some that I made a while back. This is a shoe fly quilt block. It's a traditional quilt block, but I've just made some crazy cuts. And I have a stack of blocks that show that. The second one that I'll be showing is an old favorite of mine, of course, and that is the hole in the barn door, also can be referred to as the churn dash. I told you it was crazy. I liked this block so much that I'm really itching to make it into an actual project. So I'm probably going to be prepping all of my fabric so that I can take it with me to work on while others are working on their quilt blocks during the workshop. The third block that I am going to demonstrate is one that I have a quilt tutorial for here on my channel, and that is the random rail fence. So you can check out that tutorial. I will leave a link in the description below. Lots of links in the description below for anything that I'm mentioning today. But I have been slow stitching this quilt, and I spent quite a bit of time this week working on it because I'd like to have it finished, like bound and everything. It's not terribly huge, but it's really coming along. And of course, I'm getting to practice all sorts of embroidery stitches, which I really like. Now, speaking of embroidery, it's National Embroidery Month. So I figured I should do a little bit more embroidery and showcase the wonders of embroidery here on my channel. So I have released a new tutorial on the herringbone stitch. And this is a great little versatile stitch that you can manipulate in many different ways to create all sorts of different effects. It's great for couching ribbons and yarns down. It's a standalone stitch on its own. I have used it in my random rail fence quilt, so I'm really excited about that. And of course, I'm continuing my series, my Block of the Week series, on patching the hole in the barn door. So this is a great little quilt series that I originally wrote as a Block of the Month more than 20 years ago. And I filmed Block 2 this week, and I'm going to give you a little sneak preview of what that block is going to look like. That's it. That's the only peek that you get to see. So if you would like to join in that, you certainly can. It's totally free. All of the tutorials will be here on my YouTube channel. And if you would like written instructions, they can arrive to your inbox by signing up for my mailing list below. Something else that I did in conjunction with my Block of the Week series is I cut all of the pieces that I need for the frame. So this was the first block. Every single block has a frame, and then there is a different block inside. That's the patch of the barn door. And I wanted to make sure that I had all the fabric I needed for those frames, because I'm using 12 different colors along with black and white. And some of them, and I'm using scraps, so some of them only had smaller bits. And if I run out of a fabric, well, I probably have something pretty close that I can substitute in, but I definitely wanted my frames to be in the original 12 fabrics that I chose. I feel that's quite an accomplishment this week. Pretty happy with that. And of course, there's lots more to do. I still have a long list of works in progress, just the quilting ones. We're not even talking about all the other types of craft projects that I have going on and what their various stages are. Eventually, I'll make some videos about those as well, but for now, I'm just going to concentrate on the quilting. So what have you been up to this week? I hope that you found time to do some sort of stitching, whether it be quilting or embroidery, knitting or crochet, or whatever your craft may be. I look forward to checking in with you next week, and let's see if I get to cross anything off of the unfinished projects list. Because of course, crafters math, if you finish one project, you can start 2 more. Yes. And I have a long list of things I want to start. Long list. Until next time, I'm Stacy. Please make sure that you subscribe and like this video. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye.